Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, city world building mechanics, and boys who will save the world while bearing unfortunate names, welcome to another installment of NanoElite666 Plays! Yes! Did I already do that one? I don't remember if I already did that one, but it's like almost 1:30 in my house, and I can't be... No, stop that. Stop that game. No! Why did you do this to me? Anyways, it's late. I can't be yelling super loud. Anyways, welcome. Today we are going to take part in an adventure back in time. Well, sort of. I mean, like, everything I've played on my channel so far has been something from the past that's already been out, except for, like, Guild Wars. But anyways, as you can see today, we're going a ways back. We are going to be playing Dark Cloud. Old PS1, or PS1, old PS2 game. 2001. That's pretty old. I'm, of course, playing this on the PlayStation 4 because I don't have recording stuff and to record from a PS2, and my PS2A has not worked for many years now, and B, I don't know where it is right now. So, this technically means this is my first PS4 game recording series that we're going to go through here. I've been saying at the end of my my videos and my little spiel that I can record on PS4, and I originally planned a while ago to do a playthrough. Oh my god, stop it, game. I'm gonna go sit in the options menu so you stop doing this. Do you see how long it took for that to go just get bored on the option screen there and go, no, go watch this thing. No patience at all in this game. Jesus. Anyways, options. Sit in the options menu. Don't do anything. But anyways, originally I had planned to do a playthrough of Ratchet & Clank, which ended up running into issues mainly with certain cutscenes in the game not being, streamable, because at the time I had to use Twitch as a workaround to record longer than 15 minutes on the console. And any cutscenes that were shared between the game and the movie were blocked, so those couldn't be recorded through streaming, and I would have to get an external capture device and go back through and watch them all again and splice them in, and I have not since acquired an external capture device, so, all my Ratchet & Clank footage is just sitting there waiting to have something done with it. I don't know, it might show up someday. So anyways, here we are playing an old PS2 game on the PS4. Dark Cloud is if you are not familiar with it, is a sort of action RPG with a bit of world construction building thing thrown in. It was developed by Level 5, who I'm pretty sure nowadays they're probably best known for the Professor Layton stuff, and I think Ni no Kuni was also them. But they did this, they did the sequel, they did Rogue Galaxy also. Those are the big things I can think of that come to mind when I think of them at the moment. So, anyways, enough sitting in an options menu listening to wind go along. Let's actually play something now, shall we? I'm going to start a new game, and this came up because, I started playing this a little while back, figuring, oh yeah, I want to replay these games. I got them for stupid cheap on sale on the on the PlayStation Store, and I started playing, and then I made some silly offhand comment about giving my character a silly name, and then all of a sudden people were curious if I was doing a playthrough series of the games. I was like, well, guess I have to now. So here we are. So let's start a new game, and this is going to be fun because there's no voice work in this game, so I have to read everything, and because I could not convince myself otherwise, I'm going to attempt to read everything in silly voices for, like, all the characters. this could go incredibly poorly, or it could go, like, totally awesome. We'll just see when we get there. But let's go, let's get the show on the road before the main menu kicks me out to the stupid demo thing again. A book was found in some old ruins. All the scholars who decoded it puzzled over the mystery of the book. A world with 2 moons illuminating the sky. The many dazzling adventures of a young boy. But whether or not this is a true story, do you believe in the story woven in the book? I don't know. Maybe it's a fantasy that existed only in a boy's heart. Let me tell you this story this ancient book tells of. A magical and magnificent fairy tale. And the hero of this wondrous tale, whose name is... Now I name my character. And this is where this whole thing sprung up from. Because when I started playing just for shits and giggles, I decided to name my character Farts after Lazy Game Reviews, seeing it on his channel and naming characters Farts and deciding, you know, Farts is inherently funny. And I decided I want to name my character Farts, and that's what I made a comment on Facebook and started this whole thing of, I'm playing this game for a video series now. So, yeah. This is Lazy Game Review's fault. You should go check out that channel. It's a really cool channel. He talks about, like, old computer and computer game stuff, and it's just really neat. But I'm not going to sit here and gush about channels I like for the entirety of this video. So, in honor of LGR, our character's name is Farts. Decide. I almost misread that as deicide. Dark Shrine. You've gathered quite a few of them. I had a hard time finding dancers with the right qualifications. Look at them. Their dance of blood. Mixing the blood of witches with that of humans is the key to breaking the seal. However, I do have some problems. Problems? In order to procure good material, you do need adequate... I see. I'll pay you extra. That should solve your problem, huh? Yes, sir. Thank you. So, when will it happen? Very soon, sir. Let us enjoy the ceremony till it is time. What have I gotten myself into? Flag, sir. Do you know the legend of the Dark Genie sealed in the urn? Of course. How much money do you think I put into acquiring this urn? I've been waiting for this for years, and now its legendary power is mine.
400 years ago, the Genie of Darkness appeared in the east, and with its evil power, the world was burnt away. What do you intend to do with such frightening power in your hands?
You'll see.
Oh.
So now is the time.
Yes, sir, so it seems.
What? This is the genie? The Dark Genie?
I think that's what it said. It went away too fast. Well, it's quite different than I imagined.
The ancient Dark Genie. This is it?
Hey, who are you guys?
Welcome back, Genie of Darkness. I broke the seal and released you. Therefore, I am your master.
Oh, is that right? Whatever. Fine. Yes, that's right. I haven't eaten in 400 years. Darn, I have to eat something. It's going too fast for me to read it. He wants to find food. Got you. Huh? Whoa, stop it! Help! Delicious.
I think I've already screwed up the genie's voice.
Hi, how are you today? Farts, it's already started. Come on, let's go. Farts, it's already started. Come on, let's go. You just said that. See, I told you. You should have hurried. Come on, we're late. I'm a staff member this year, so I have to go. Sorry. Oh, she left you. Farts, hurry up.
The worst part of this is I'm going to have to read farts out loud every time they speak. What have I gotten myself into, ladies and gentlemen?
Oh.
Dun dun dun. Look at the insects squirm about. Oh, crap. He's got a bad case of belly button lint.
Everything is on fire!
Farts! I can't help it. It's too funny.
I wonder if it... Oh.
Hi there! Can you hear me? Open your eyes. Wake up! Hey! Ahem! I'm the Fairy King. I'm the entity that unites all of nature's spirits. Listen well, young one. Something bad has happened. Men blinded by greed have revived the Dark Genie. This Dark Genie is terribly powerful. Its power is so great that it could destroy the entire world. You saw it, your own village being destroyed right before your eyes. Not just your village. In a flash, many villages and towns were destroyed. In one night, half of your world was annihilated. It must be the men from the east that performed the resurrection ceremony. Probably thinking to use its black demon power for war without realizing how frightening it is. It is darkness, pure darkness itself. Long ago, this so-called Dark Genie almost destroyed the entire world. Its malevolence is that great. The bad thing is that it has the same type of magical power as us, spirits.
That there shouldn't be a comma there. The localization on this game was not the best job. There are translation errors ahoy.
Unfortunately, we aren't powerful enough to destroy it. Young man, I see that you have a strong will that could withstand the evil power, and also a clear, kind heart. You must be able to fight against the darkness it generates. I decided to stake our fate on you.
He better be onto something, because it's just like, yeah, we're just gonna stake our fate on the random kid.
Let me bless you with power. There, surprised? That's called Atlamillia. It's a stone with magical power. Oh, don't look that way, boy. I'll explain now. It might get too bright for your eyes for a moment. Do you know where this is? This is no simple empty lot. This was your village. But do not lose heart. As long as you have that stone, you can return it to its original form. You see, just before the village was destroyed by that genie, I saved the buildings and people by sealing them into spheres called Atla. It seems those Atla were scattered all around by its tremendous magic power. They were probably blown to different places around the world. It probably thinks everything is destroyed. You must restore the world before it realizes what happened, so it can blow it up again. Absorb that which I sealed in Atla, using that Atlamillia, and bring them back. Then you'll be able to restore the world to its original form. You may even be able to create an even better world than before. You don't seem to understand anything I'm saying. Oh well, I'll give you another lesson when you acquire some Atla. So long.
Aw, flowers.
And butterflies. Oh, it's not so hopeless.
Farts, can you hear them? You should be able to hear them. Voices of the wind, voices of the trees, voices of the animals, and the voices of Earth. They are all calling for your help. Farts! You will probably meet and say goodbye to many people. In talking to these people, you may receive clues to defeating the darkness. Look for them. Now, Farts, your adventure will begin. First, go to the village chief's house. He'll show you where to go next.
Oh boy. Yeah, I was trying to go for Deckard Cain for the Fairy King there, but oh boy, I was way off. Also, I seem to recall there not being the black bars on top when I was playing this not that long ago. I mean, I know the ones on the sides, but not on the top. I'll have to look into that in the options between recording parts, and then I'll have to stick shit on the sides to not have a bunch of just black space. Anyways, let's go talk to the chief. We'll actually have some gameplay here, so we don't just have a whole part of intro crap. Ah! Farts, you are alive! Seems like we're the only ones in the village that survived. We never dreamt this would happen. One night and our village is gone. Can you believe this, Farts? I feel so helpless. I, the mayor of the village, can't do anything about it. What am I supposed to do now? Hang your head in sadness. I guess the only thing we can do is to get help from the guardian of Norune Village, Dran. Dran will not abandon us. He'll help us for sure. I have a favor to ask, Farts. Go to the Divine Beast Cave and tell Dran what happened. Divine Beast Cave is the cave outside towards your right-hand side. You've probably seen it before. I may be imagining things, but I sense something has changed about the cave. Be careful. This is the cave key. Cave key acquired. I put the things you might need in your bag for you. Don't get carried away. If you get in trouble in there, come back here. I'll get you more supplies. Good luck. Or as General Pepper would say, good luck. Okay. A spiky bug's coming out. It's a prickly. You have anything new to say? Now our only hope is Dran. Dran has always watched over us. I'm sure Dran has watched us this time too, and will help us. But really, this time even Dran's windmill, where Dran's magic power dwells, is destroyed. Yeah, that's probably a bad thing. But there's that first person button. Alrighty. There shouldn't be anything. I don't know why I'm looking around for stuff in here. There's not going to be anything in here left. I haven't put any of the world back together. Okay, let's go, ladies and gentlemen. Outside. Alright. There we go. There's our cave. Nope. Wait. We're gonna make a saves. Why do I have two farts? See, this is my old file, and that was something. There, I have deleted my old file that was like 6 hours in. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, let's go caving.
Divine Beast Cave.
We'll actually have some action happen, so I don't just have a whole part of just narration and intro stuff. Because that would be silly and probably boring.
It's for real this time, Farts. From here on, you will be put to the true test.
I probably screwed his voice up already, too.
First, conquer this wretched Divine Beast's cave and find Dran's lair. That's your first goal. Since you're a beginner, I'll give you a lesson on how to fight in the dungeon. First, to advance to the next floor in a dungeon, acquire a gate key for the door leading to the next floor. Each dungeon has a different gate key. For the Divine Beast Cave, Dran's crest will be the gate key. The gate key is almost always carried by a monster in the dungeon. You must defeat the monsters to acquire the gate key.
He's lying. I think they're always carried by monsters. I can't think of any instance where I've ever found a key that's not been carried by a monster.
Since you can't tell which one has the key, you just have to defeat them all one by one. Next, I'll tell you about how to return to the ground level rather than advancing to the floor below. Mind Connect. To return to ground level, mind connect with me. In other words, speak with your mind. When you do this, I will transport your body to the ground level. Just select Leave Dungeon from the main menu. But be aware, if there are monsters left on the floor, the mind connect won't work. It will be blocked by their evil energies. In such cases, use the item Escape Powder to get out on your own. The Norrune village chief has lots of it, so be sure to get it before you go. You can also mind connect with me when you go through the gate to the next floor of a dungeon. When you re-enter the dungeon, you can start at the next level, so you don't have to worry about losing progress. Next, it's on to weapons. Be aware that weapons are breakable.
But they're still more durable than the ones in Breath of the Wild, from what I've seen.
The more you use a weapon, the more it wears, and finally it breaks. Broken weapons will disappear. To prevent weapons from breaking, use the item Repair Powder. It will restore their weapon hit points. Whip. The longer you use a weapon by repairing, the more magic it absorbs from monsters, and thus becomes stronger. It's said that when a weapon reaches its full strength, it can change to a more powerful form. Keep that in mind. Oh, I cast a special spell on the dagger you have on you, so it'll never disappear. But all the new weapons you will get during the quest will disappear once they break, so be careful. Don't waste your hard work by letting a weapon break and disappear. Finally, the important stuff, the sphere, Atla, where I protected and sealed the fragments of the world. If you see an Atla, don't hesitate to touch it. You can absorb the contents of an Atla into Atlamillia by touching it. When you return to the surface, you will be able to begin reassembling these fragments of the world. Oops, today's lesson ran a little long. That's it for the lecture today. Now, Farts, show me your true ability on this quest.
Oh god. This is going to be a bit longer. Oh god. Bats. 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 What's the block button? That's the block button. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, we are fighting now. Let's go dungeon crawling. Hey, look, an Atla. Let's touch it. We got a fence. Hello, skeleton boy. So I'm going to apologize in advance. These first some odd parts of this series are probably going to be because we got to go through all the tutorial stuff. Stuff that I already know because I've played this game plenty of times in the past. Oh man, camera, you swing so much. And yes, I totally took a crack at breakable weapons from Breath of the Wild. Because, you know, having watched people play it, and seeing how fast the weapons break is like, Jesus Christ. Hey, don't you hit me. Yeah, breaking your weapons is frustrating as hell in this game. I remember way back when I was playing, I kept constantly restarting at one point because I kept breaking my sword I was working on. It was like, nope, reload the save. Nope, reload the save. God fucking damn it. Fortunately, hey look, we found our key. On a bad guy. Just like the Fairy King said it would be. Fortunately, in the second game, which we will be getting to after this game, obviously, weapons don't disappear when you break them, which is oh so wonderful. And you know, I got chicken already. That's like endgame level healing. And also, you know, in the next game, there's a lot of voice work, so I won't have to sit here and read every single damned line of text. Alright. Chop him up. Hello, bony pants guy. Oh boy. Get back here. Hey, look at that. My weapon's almost busted. What's in this box? Box. Sphere. Road. This fire is very noisy. Trying to steer one-handed with the hand all the way across the controller from the hand that's supposed to be using it, well, because I want to take a drink, is a wee bit difficult sometimes. Okay. Hello, Mr. Dasher. Oh no! Hold on. My weapon's ready to upgrade, ladies and gentlemen. Let's go upgrade it. I ain't gonna put shit on it because I don't have shit to put on it. I'll just upgrade it and make it a wee bit better. I wouldn't put shit on the dagger anyways because you can't upgrade it into anything. Ho, 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 ho. And that's how you end up breaking things, is you get into a swinging fit and you think, nah, I'll have enough durability to not break it, and then you're wrong, and you break it, and then you get angry. Magic crystal. It's nice because it shows you all the crap in the dungeon floor. Well, it shows you where all the enemies and items and shit are. Hey, look, repair powder. Awesome. Oh, I am thirsty. That was an annoying mechanic in this game, is thirst. You have to sit here and keep your thirst up, otherwise you start draining health like it's nobody's business. Yes, I know health is beginning to deteriorate. I'm just gonna whack that skeleton, and we're gonna get the hell out of here. Let's take ourselves a run back to town. Or outside and refill everything. I hope to God the Fairy King doesn't show up and go, oh, do the thing! Oh God, he's totally showing up. I was contemplating just leaving it there. Seems like you finally came back with some Atla.
Very well then, I shall teach you as I promised. The pieces sealed inside Atla are released by touching the Atla with your left hand, where the power of Atlamillia resides. Buildings and people that were sucked into the Atlamillia will be restored to their original form. Once you bring them back to the ground level, you can arrange them as you wish. By going back and forth between the dungeon and ground level, you can restore the Earth to its original form. That's your mission as the one who is granted the power of Atlamillia. Now, let us move on. This may get a bit technical, god damn it. If you wanted to place buildings, etc., press the select button while walking and go to edit mode. Press the select button again to return to walking mode. In edit mode, you can reassemble buildings that have fallen apart and place them on the ground. Seeing is believing. Try it yourself. Must be faster than listening to my lecture. Boy, howdy it is. Oh yes, and if you ever forget the things I teach you, use this. A manual. It's a guide for using Atlamillia and other things. I wrote it for beginners like you. Manual can be selected from the main menu. Read it really carefully. Okay, I leave the world's reconstruction to you. I'll be watching. So long.
Oh god, okay. He's done talking.
He's done talking. We can shut this video off.
So, ladies and gentlemen, that's going to wrap up this first part of Dark Cloud. As always, I thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed. As, you know, dialogue heavy and action light as this part was. As always, if you have any suggestions or recommendations for games that you think I should play at some point in the future that might make for a good series like this, or if you just wish to give me a shout and let me know how I'm doing, give me some feedback. Am I doing good? Am I doing bad? If I'm doing bad, what can I do to go from doing bad to doing good? Or if you just wish to inform me that I am a terrible person because, well, you don't like my different silly voices, or I'm a terrible person. No, I'm a terrible person because I name myself Farts. Who names their kid Farts? Anyways, you may inform me of that in the comment box below. PC and PS4 only for recording suggestions, as that is all that I can currently record on. And as always, if you enjoyed this video and want to see more like it, the torches just came on, then please subscribe to the channel. That way you can be kept up to date whenever I post up new videos, and then you won't ever have to miss out on any of the shenanigans that go down in this my little corner of the internet. It's Adventure Day 1, nighttime. Good to know. You ruined my camera angle, didn't you? No, you didn't. Okay, good. Also, if you know of anyone else who might enjoy watching this sort of thing, please share this video or one of my other videos with them. Point them in my general direction, so maybe they might swing by and potentially be entertained by the shenanigans that go down in this my little corner of the internet. Anyways, ladies and gentlemen, once again, I thank you all for watching. I hope you have been enjoying. I am NanoElite666, and I will see you all next time.